Hello everybody, this is Alyssa from Ink Arts and Crafts, and today we are here to do our mid-month 26 for 26 progress report. So I have been doing the 26 diamond paintings in 2026. Basically, this is something that Nicole over at Chaos Extraordinaire started. Essentially, I kitted up 26 canvases, laid drills down on 26 canvases so I could have 26 active whips at one time. And that means that I successfully met the challenge, which was working on having drills down on 26 canvases. But the second half of that, which is what I'm working on right now, is basically I am now working on trying to finish all 26 of those whips. And then once those are done, I can move on to other canvases. Hi, Sushi! I have been interspersing some smaller kits in there just because I need finishes. It's like I can't not have something to finish. So I started this April 15th. So April 15th, May 15th, June 15th, and now we're into July 15th. So this is 3 months in that we're going. And I feel like I'm finally making a little bit more progress. So I'm not going to show you the finishes that we saw last time. I'm just going to kind of do a quick look at the kind of go over. So my first finish for the 26 for 26, I do not feel like digging it out right now, was laundry cats, or no, that was kitchen cats, which I actually recharted and turned it blue. That is from Liuka and Diamond Art Club, 42.6 by 42.6, 22 colors, round drills. I finished that. Well, actually, no, kitchen cats was not the one. It was a different one. I'm like, what in the world? Wait, no, actually that was, yes. That one was my first one for the 26 for 26. My second one that I did for 26 was the Jaded Gem Shop Feline Familiars. And this one is from Chrisabug, Jaded Gem Shop, 40 by 40 round, 60 colors. This was my second finish for the 26 for 26. And then we rolled into my third finish, which was totally an unplanned one that I kitted up and started working on and finished all in one go, was this small one. This is Ocean Explorer. It is dropping things. Ocean Explorer, which is a Disney canvas of Moana, and that one is one that 22.8 by 22.8, round drills, 21 colors. You better not knock my camera over, Sushi. And that was my third finish. So those were all ones though I finished in April and May, and then I had nothing for a hot minute. Nothing finish wise. So those would have been the finishes that you guys saw in last video, because I basically didn't finish anything else. So now we're going to go over the additional finishes that I have done since our last update. So I do have 3 additional finishes since our last update, and we're going to kind of go over those, and then we're going to look at the whips. So we've got 23 canvases we're going to look at today. So first up, we're going to look at finish number 4. I'm going to move number 3. We're going to put this one on the floor for the moment so it's out of the way. Woo, and it just scooted halfway across the floor. So finish number 4 for my 26 for 26 is this one right here. This is It Mine, It Shine. I know the sun is giving us a nice little sun bow across here, but I don't want to close the blinds because the cats are sitting and staring out the window. So I'm not going to spoil the girls from being able to stare out their window. So this is from Cute But Weird. It is a Munimade canvas. And it is a, let's see, what is our information on this one? It's a 60 by 45 centimeter round drills, 47 colors. I did add some specials for this. I talk about it a little bit more in depth. Hey, leave the baby alone. Why are you attacking the baby? Come on, she just wants her window. Oh, Mochi just like Godzilla jawed Mochi, Sushi's neck. She just went choked the baby, but Mochi has no teeth. She just slobbered on the baby. Well, she has some teeth. So she just slobbered on the baby. And the baby's like, okay, you can bite me. She's pathetic. Pathetic. These cats, I tell you. So this was finish number 4 for my 26 for 26, which I finished that one on the 23rd of June. So that was a nice finish right there. And then I finished one other canvas in the month of June for the 26 for 26, and we're going to take a look at that one now. So the next one was actually my favorite one, and probably like my top Yume out of all of them so far. So I finished Fushimi Inari. So here is Fushimi Inari in all of her beauty, and I added so many enhancements to this. So I used the DP with Sparklers enhancement suggestions, but then I added a whole heck of a lot more to their suggestions. Like I added another 10 enhancements to it. So as you can see, it just looks so, so good. And the Milky Way, all of this is almost purely special drills. I've got all sorts of specials in here to really make it shine and look gorgeous. And I think it turned out amazing. So this is Fushimi Inari. It's a Diamond Art Club. The artist is Yume, who's my favorite artist. This one is a 55.6 by 83.7 centimeter round stroll canvas, and it has 50 colors. I finished this one on the 28th of June. If you want more details on it, then watch the month in review for the month of June, and I'll go a little bit more in depth on it. But that was that one, and that was my 5th finish for the 26 for 26. I do have one more finish, so I am down to 6 finishes. My next up finish, this one I finished just like a day or two ago. I don't have the stats written down on it yet. But finish number 6, what are you doing, Sushi? I don't know why you think you can go that way. Girlfriend, what are you doing? So this one right here is my 6th finish and where I'm kind of at so far. So this right here is Genesis 2. It's from the artist Jessie and Diamond Art Club. This, really, see, this is why we don't do this. Because you guys cause chaos. Seriously? All right, well, go get the baby. She's like, I must. So anyways, this is Genesis 2 from Jessie Diamond Art Club. It has 33 colors, and it's a 60.7 by 42.8, and it's covered in cat hair. This one was a nice, lovely one. I finished it, like I said, just a couple days ago. And that is finish number 6, which means we are down to only 20 whips, which is nice to know that I'm down to just 20 and we're not at the 26 anymore. So I feel like they're slowly starting to get a little bit of an end in sight. So we're going to do a quick look through the rest of the whips and see what the other 20 canvases are and the progress I've made on them. I do have to say, as a caveat, my whip wheel has had it out for me so far in the last like 2 weeks. It's basically been spinning the same exact canvases over and over. So you'll see some canvases I don't think I've even touched in the course of this past month because the whip wheel has had it out for me and is like, you will work on these ones. And it's been picking a lot of like really confetti heavy ones. So there's going to be, but as I start finishing more things, it's going to help because there's going to be fewer things for it to choose from, and I'll make faster progress on each canvas. So we're going to go over the biggest whip that I have. This right here is Song of the Moon from Miss Holly. And as you can see, I've got maybe a 1/6 of the canvas done. That's about it. Just that bottom section there on the right. Technically, that's like 3 sections that I've done on it. But this Miss Holly, she's gorgeous. You're gonna back out of the way of that light. But this is a gorgeous one. It's big. This is technically the biggest one that I'm working on. Diamond Art Club, Miss Holly. It's called Song of the Moon, and this is a 99 by 70 centimeter square drill canvas. Genesis 2 was also squares. This one has 52 colors, so it was definitely some color blocking that I have in this one, which is kind of nice for that I actually have some color blocking. So we're going to put that one down on the floor out of the way. I hang that one on the back of the door because it's so big. So now we're going to go through the rest of the whips, which I have sitting right here underneath my, there's my filming arm. So I keep the rest of my whips right there on top of my cabinet, my filing cabinet. That's where I actually store all of my finishes are in these. So I have like the really big, the bigger finishes, like the 60 by 80s fit right in here. That's what I have in this drawer, along with my pixel hoard, my cross stitch finishes, my pixel whatnot finishes, but that's all in this drawer. This drawer, I think, is actually, that one's basically, I think I have like 2 Amazon canvases in there. And then this is my brush painting paper. So for brush painting stuff, this is my paper. So, which is kind of like almost the size of a canvas. So like my current one I'm working on, I've made some progress on it. I've got a Monstera and some, what is it, the Amethyria, whatever. I'm really bad at flower names. But anyways, that's what I keep in this. And my actual regular sized finishes all go in the bottom one. So to make it easy to rifle through, it was a lot easier to pull things off of this flat surface here than it was when I had them all hanging on the back of my door. So we're going to pull these up. This one, my whip wheel has spun this canvas, I want to say like 3 times in the last week, at least. But this right here is Mystic Creek, and this is from the artist JK Roots, and it comes to us from Enablers Outpost. So it is a discontinued canvas because Enablers Outpost is no longer in business. This right here is a round drill canvas. It's a really pretty landscape. I'm liking the colors of it quite a bit. There are 44 colors, and this one is a, what are the dimensions on this one? Does it even say? Where are my dimensions written? Okay, this one is a 100 by 50. So yes, it's still 100, but it's significantly shorter than that previous one. So that is Mystic Creek. We're gonna pop that on the floor right there. Next up, my whip wheel has spun this one like yesterday and the day before. It spun this one right here. This, I have like washi tape that just does not want to stick. The Simply Gilded washi tape does not stick well for me. So this right here is pressed and placed. This is one of my 2 whips that I've got going from pressed and placed. Let's see if I can do it without getting all of the glare on it. The girls are gone, so I'm actually going to put the blinds down. So that way we don't get all of that. There we go. So that way we don't have to worry about that glare on here. So this is Merry-Go-Round, and it is so cute. You can see I'm getting really close to finishing the bottom half of it. So Merry-Go-Round, it's from Pressed and Placed. This is a 70 by 40 centimeter square drill canvas, and the artist is Yulang. And I am loving this. The color count, I want to say it's like 40, it's under 50, but this is the colorful border, which I like. So I don't have the color count in front of me. I'd have to go look at the drill pack. But that one is Merry-Go-Round. I've made really good progress on that one. The whip wheel has also been enjoying spinning this one right here. This is Himeji Castle. So Himeji Castle, I'm doing really skinny sections because it's pure confetti. A lot of these are pure confetti, so like Mystic Creek pure confetti. So my sections are only about that wide. This one as well, I'm doing sections that are only about this wide. Mochi, do not switch on my chair. But this is Mystic Creek, and as you can see, it is a gorgeous image. And I'm about a quarter of the way done with it now, so that like really makes me happy that I'm finally at that quarter way mark. This is a Diamond Art Club canvas, 42 colors. The artist is Sean Pivone, and it's an 83 by 55 centimeter round drills, like I said. So that one there, and that's, I believe that one's a discontinued one. It's a small round landscape, so it's definitely a little bit more pixelated. All right, another one that I've been plugging away at so far this month is this one right here. This is an Oraloa. So this one is Kitsune Legende Japonaise from Oraloa. The artist is Maud Lemoyne. And as you can see, we're getting close to being halfway done with this one. So these ones that we're seeing right now, I've made really good progress on this month because mine is Song of the Moon. I don't think I've really rolled Song of the Moon. But the rest of them, my whip wheel has really been enjoying spinning. And that's what we've got as far as the Maud Lemoyne. She's coming along nicely. I'm actually pretty impressed with, like, the grid is not bad on this. The render is legit pure confetti, pure computer rendering. There's like, I don't feel like there's any hand charting to this canvas at all, really. It's just pure confetti. This one is a 46 by 70 centimeter square drill canvas, and it has 50 colors. And we are almost at the halfway mark. So as I start getting a little bit further along, I'm really excited to start seeing some more finishes from these. I also have a few that are like literally a section away from finishing. Next up, we have a Craftibly canvas. Craftibly, unfortunately, is no longer in business either. This is Stargazing. It's from the artist Elena Schweitzer. They only have this in inches. I want to say it's probably like a 45 by 60. It's an 18 by 24 inch one, but I don't do inches when it comes to diamond paintings. My brain doesn't comprehend. So I would say like a 45 by 60-ish for this one, somewhere around in there. It has 53 colors, and like I said, the artist is Elena Schweitzer. And we just have one section left. Yes, that is one section for me because it's a lot of color blocking. So we're coming along nicely on this one. I can't wait for it to roll this one. I'm hopeful that the next time I do an update for you guys, it will have rolled this one and it will be done. But that is Stargazing. Next up, we have another one that's getting really close to being done. So this one, I did a really weird sectioning on this. This is Happy Flowers Blue Vase. I have completely finished the bottom half of it. The top half, I have to finish the flowers and the background. All I've done on the top half is the special drills. So this is from Diamond Art Club. It's a really pretty one. I really like how it's turning out. I have added a ton of enhancements. Literally all of the drills that are down on this top half are only special drills. So the enhancements look really nice. This is a 50.7 by 50.7. The artist is Olga Akbarova, and it has 52 colors, and I really love the color palette on this, and I'm excited. I think I probably will do this in 2 more sections, just split it in half, be section. So that one, we are really close. We just have 2 sections to go on that one, and then it'll be done. This is another one that we only have 1 section left of. This is going to be Saved by the Flamingo, and this is from Lazy River Crafts, which Lazy River Crafts is another shop that's no longer in business. So what I decided to do for my 26 for 26, I really focused on really trying to hit and kind of like double dip with my my Refresh My Stash canvases that I had already dictated as for the Refresh Your Stash. So I'm working on all of those, which happen to be some of my oldest canvases. Now, I do have older canvases than these. These ones were a lot of the ones that were purchased. These are all like, the majority were October, November, and December of 2023 is when I purchased the majority of the canvases we're working on now. I do still have some canvases in my hoard that I showed in my video on Monday. I do have some canvases in my hoard that were purchased in April of 2023, but those April, May, June, July, I have ones from like earlier in the year, starting April of 2023 when I first started diamond painting. But the thing about it is all of those canvases are the ones that are in my rainy day hoard. So like my Civil Arts, my Yume's, there's a handful of other ones, but really it comes down to all of those canvases. They are in my rainy day hoard. So they're kind of ones that I will eventually work on, but my goal was to finish the non-rainy day canvases, the old non-rainy day canvases. And that's what we're seeing here. So we've got Saved by the Flamingo. I have 1 section left on this one right here in the bottom. This is a color blocking dream. It does not take me long at all to do, especially when you slap down with a 12 placer. And I have been recharting it as I go. So this was a computer render. So all of the outlines of everything were the typical confetti outline where you have like 20 million colors around every outline of everything. There was like another color that was in the blend of this. And I was just like, this just looks weird. So I think I did it with the charted color there, and then after that I was like, no. So I have totally recharted it as I've been going to give it more of that clean cut look for the borders and the boundaries, and I'm liking how that's going. This is a 50 by 65 centimeter round drills, and it has like 30 something colors. I want to say it's in the 30s for the colors, and I only have 1 section left on this one, so I'm excited. So I just need to roll this one again. So hopefully, again, we have at least 2 canvases that I've shown so far that are down to only a section left. So I'm really hopeful that I'll have at least 2 more finishes, maybe even this month in July. We'll see. Next up, we have Queen of Wands. My whip wheel is also enjoying spinning this one. It rolled this one, I think, like 2 or 3 days in a row. So we're getting close to the halfway mark on this one. We're coming down. We're over 1/4 of the way on her. This one is pure confetti. So my sections are literally only that wide on this. I basically have worked, because I work sideways like this. In case you wondered, I turn the canvas always in landscape format. And I always start kind of like from this top left or bottom left, depending on if it's a landscape versus a portrait. And my sections have literally only been like this wide on this canvas, just because of the level of confetti on it. So I've actually spun this one quite a bit to get this far, because I'm trying to make it so each section takes me like an hour to an hour and a half. This canvas, like I said, Queen of Wands. This is from Swartz Designs by Abigail Marie. It is a round drill canvas. It has 46 colors, and the artist is Divine Gut Painter. And the canvas dimensions are 50 by 65, so same size as Saved by the Flamingo. I have a couple others that are going to be very much the same size, but very, very confetti heavy. The render actually comes through much better on camera than it does in person. When you look at it in person, you're like, yeah, that's literal pure confetti. It's crazy how much confetti there is. But it's coming along nicely. We're getting close to the halfway mark. I'm looking forward to getting into this section right here. That's going to go fast. And there's actually some color blocking over here and in that background. So those are some things that I'm really looking forward to, is being able to work into the sun, and then these strips of color blocking here and the strips of color blocking there around all of the jellies. So we're getting closer on that one, slowly and steadily plugging away at it. So that's something, again, I'm really happy that I'm getting there on that. See, this one is not a 26 for 26 whip. That was one that I wanted to try out for a shop. This is my Be Happy canvas, which I am halfway done with, but it's not one of my 26x26 whips. It's my Be Happy event canvas. So that did take, because I had like the weekend when I was out of town for 4th of July, I brought those canvases with me and not any of my 26x26. So that was like a 3 or 4 day period where I didn't even touch any of my whips. So next up, we have this one right here, which is my other Maud Lemoyne from Oraloa. And this one is Memoire des Ancestres. This one is a round drill one. So it's nice because the other one was squares, this one is rounds. And the dimensions on it, it's a 48 by 75. And we have 55 colors. So I love the color palette on this one. It's another heavy confetti one. A little bit less confetti than the Kitsune Legende Japonaise. So a little bit of a better cleaned up render for this one. Not nearly the level of unnecessary confetti on it. It's actually got some like color blocky type sections. So that's definitely nice that it's cleaned up a little bit. And it's coming along. As you can see, we're not quite a quarter of the way done with it. I think I probably have like one more section to do and then I'll be a quarter of the way done with this one. But that one has not been rolled in a hot minute. Now we're going to get into some of the ones where I feel like maybe I've done one section on this one recently. So this is my other pressed and placed whip. I'm officially a little over a quarter of the way done with it. This is Whale Stalking the Clouds. As you can see, we're getting close to the halfway mark. We just have a couple more sections right there. This one is gorgeous. It's another one that's probably in like the 40 to 50 color range. It is a 50 by 50 centimeter round drill canvas, and the artist for this one is C. And I think this is turning out gorgeous. I really, really, really am loving the colors on it. I think it's turning out great. And these ones, the two that I'm working on right now, are the hybrid charting. And I have to say, for a hybrid charted canvas, they are probably the most cleaned up hybrid charted canvases that I've worked on. So even if you purchase an older pressed and placed before they started hand rendering everything, it's really not that bad. And that's saying by me as someone who does not enjoy confetti. I really am not minding these at all. So they're not a big deal to work on. I'm really having a fun time with them. I really need to add a washi tape border to this canvas though. Because I've got there's not a ton of adhesive over spray, but it's just getting dirty from how it's stored and everything. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this one. It looks really good. I'm excited to see it continue and to see it kind of come together. I've got some really confetti heavy sections down here in the water, but we're getting there on that one. And then next up, see, that is another non-26 or 26 whip. I don't even think I've rolled this one in the last few weeks. These are ones that I don't think I've even rolled in the month of July. But this right here is Harajuku. This is from Bella Art Diamonds. This one I want to say is like a 60 by 60. Yes, it's a 60 by 60 centimeter round roll canvas. The artist is Tony Kailao, and this one has 60 colors. And this is, like I said, it's a Bella Art Diamonds one. So look at that image there. We're officially a quarter of the way done. She's really pretty. I love the colors. And it's coming along nicely. I'm happy to see how well it's coming along. So that is our Harajuku. Next up, we have another Lazy River Crafts canvas. This one is called Jellyfish. And she's actually, like, for a computer rendered canvas from them, this is actually turning out well. Again, this is a shop that is no longer open. They have since closed. But you can see we have that section done with the jellyfish on it. It's probably a 50 by 65. Yep, 50 by 65 round drills. And this one does have 41 colors. There is a good amount of color blocking. So the background, all of this white background we're getting in here, all of that is color blocking, which actually is kind of nice. So it's not a big chore to work on this one. And I'm really enjoying the color palette. So I was really worried because I did end up kitting down, I think like two or so Lazy River Crafts canvases, and I ended up destashing a few of them, and I pulled pretty much all but one of the Lazy River canvases that I still have in my hoard. I think I have one left that I kept, and the rest of them I pulled out for destash just because they're a little bit more confetti heavy, and I'm not a confetti person, and I'm like, I just want to work on kits that bring me joy. So she's looking really pretty. I'm actually enjoying that one more than I expected I would. So that's been wonderful. And next up, we have my Diamond Art Club Treasure Quest Custom, Treasure Quest Card Custom. This right here is a diamond painting It is the diamond painting version of a painting that my mom actually made for me, and it is stunning. So this is called Mountain Temple, and I am done with this half here, and then we've done up to here on this half, and this is very, very, very confetti heavy. So I'm doing, my sections are literally the width of one of the release papers that Diamond Art Club uses. This one is a 49.5 by 83.6 centimeter, and I did get this in rounds because I prefer my rounds. And we do have 67 colors on this one, and a lot of specials. I think we have like close to 10 specials, something like that, maybe a little bit more, I don't remember. But it looks really good. I'm really excited to see this one done. I do not mind that this one is taking me so long to do. It's officially my oldest whip because I started it last fall, but I'm fine with that because this is one that I'm kind of savoring the experience for, because it is that custom. I do have the original painting. It's sitting over there behind my chair waiting for me to hang on the wall. I need to hang it. Once I finish working on this one, I'm going to stretch this one, and then I will hang both of them together side by side because I think that'll be really cool to see. But I love that one. I love the specials on the mountain, and I'm really excited I'm getting really close to being able to start into the temple itself, so that's coming along nicely. I'm really happy with that. But that's where we stand on that one there. Next up, this one is the bane of my existence and my sheer torture, and the whip wheel knows that I loathe this canvas, so it has not been spinning it. So I've literally got one completed section on it right here, and then one halfway completed section right here. But this is called Totem Phoenix, and this is from, what is it? Is this one a bayonet? I think this is a bayonet from Oraloa. Yes, this is from Bayonet. It is a 50 by 70 centimeter round drill canvas, and it doesn't even have that many colors. It's like 50 colors. So I do miss the days when our canvases were all like 50 colors or less. So it's coming along slowly, but it's literally checkerboardy, and I hate checkerboarding. So that's why this one is taking so long to do. Once I finish the section that's partially done right now, so next time it rolls this and I finish that section, then I'll be able to start working into smaller sections that are a little bit more manageable. But this one is the bane of my existence, as can be evidenced by the fact that Whip Wheel has recognized that and literally has spun it hardly any times at all. So we've only got the one full section done on it. But that one, we will get there eventually. We will get there eventually on that one. Next up, we have another Lazy River canvas that I am in the process of recharting as I work. This is saved by the turtle, and again, this is another really heavy color blocking one, and I'm recharting it as I go. It's going to be a 50 by 65 centimeter round drill canvas, and I think it's got 30 something colors. Again, the artist is Tabitha Lozano, and we're getting there. We're making progress on it. All right, I have to open this window back up because it's gotten all dark and gloomy. That one, I'm a little over a quarter of the way done with it, so we're making progress slowly and steadily. There we go. There. Cats like to sit and stare out the window, so I like to leave the blinds just slightly up for the girls. All right, so that one, I'll be happy to get these old canvases out of my hoard. That's something I'm really looking forward to, is making progress and getting them done. So yay for, being able to do that. Next up, we have the Diamond Art Club Feline Familiars from Crisabug. So this one right here, we are a quarter of the way done with her. Again, these are ones that my whip wheel has not really spun these too much lately. So I haven't even touched this one in a hot minute. We've only got 2 sections done on it. I don't think that's 2 sections. Maybe I did that in 3. I think I did that in 3 sections. And normally I would do this as 1 section, but for the purposes of this challenge, I did that as 3 sections. But this one is a 51 by 51 centimeter round drill canvas, and it has 50 colors. And we're coming along nicely on it. I can't wait to finish it so I can compare it to the Jaded Gem Shop one, so we can see what the colors look like side-by-side comparison for it. So I'm really kind of intrigued to see what those side-by-side color comparison ends up being, because it's so different from one to the other. So anyways, next up, we got a few more and my light is waning. We have another Bella Art Diamonds canvas. This one right here is Pine Tree Haven, and I am using the DP with Sparklers Enhancement Set on this one right here. And we're a little over a quarter of the way done on that one. It has 58 colors, and it's a 63 by 61 centimeter round drill canvas, and the artist is Stephen Morales. And it's coming along nicely. I think I finished probably one of the most heavy confetti areas right here. So the next couple sections right here to finish that bottom half will go much quicker. And then the top should actually pick up a little bit because it's pure line blocking. The majority of the top is line blocking. I am going to re-render the trunks of those pine trees because I think they were rendered atrociously. Because when you look at them, like when do you see an entire trunk as a solid line when you're looking at a tree? The only time you do is if the tree was like all of the branches were cut off of one side of the tree. So I'm going to re-render these as I go to kind of fill in some of that black so it doesn't look so atrociously obviously. Ugh. I don't like how that was rendered at all. But that's something that I definitely plan on doing. Let's see if I can... a couple more to go. Let me see if my light will cooperate. I have a light in here, but on this side of the room, but it doesn't cooperate with me. And it's probably going to start blinking at us because I need to do some work on the wires. I think are detached a little bit for the light. So we will see if it lasts so we can actually have our light. This right here is another Oraloa. This is Totem Lighthorn. This one is going a whole heck of a lot faster than Totem Phoenix. One, it's pinks, and I love pinks, whereas the other one has a lot of red. The artist, again, is Bayonette for this one. It is 55 colors, and this one is a 61 by 70 centimeter on canvas. And the render is significantly cleaned up on this one compared to Totem Phoenix, so it's not nearly as painful to do. But like the pinks are so dreamy on this one. The whip wheel has not been picking these ones lately. It's been picking a lot of the other ones, but that's okay. So I don't have as much done here, just a few sections, not quite a quarter of the way. But as I continue working on some of these other ones, and the whip wheel spins it, because I don't touch the canvas unless the whip wheel spins it. That's literally how I'm rolling this, is however the whip wheel goes. So I love the pinks. The pinks are really making me happy on that one there. It doesn't have the same level of checkerboarding as Totem Phoenix, so that's a good thing as well. For a while there, we're on to our last one. So our last whip of the bunch is Ghost Cafe, and this is from Diamond Art Club, and the artist for this one is Stephanie Marie, and it is a 60 by 75 centimeter square drill canvas, and it does have 66 colors. And I have to say, like, again, I have not worked on this one in quite a hot minute. The whip wheel just hasn't spun it, but you can see how initially this was one that the whip wheel was loving because I've gotten a bunch of it done. And granted, it goes quickly because there's so much color blocking on it. We're getting close. We're like 2 or so sections away from being halfway done on this one. So we're coming along nicely. I'm enjoying it. The color blocking is great. This is probably about the biggest I enjoy doing when it comes to a square drill canvas. But this one is our 20th and final, because I know I didn't really talk about any of the others, but this is the 20th and final whip that I have going on my whip wheel. So that is all 26 canvases for the 26 for 26. So now you guys got to see a little bit of a hint, an updated view of where I stand with it. Like I said, some of the canvases, the whip wheel has been really loving and has been spinning over and over and over again. And then some of the canvases, the whip wheel has just been neglected. Like, I don't even think it's spun Totem Phoenix in the past month at all, which is really funny because it's literally a game of chance when I spin the whip wheel, which I actually need to spin the whip wheel for what I'm going to work on now that I filmed this video. So let me go ahead and we're going to pull up my whip wheel. I did add my Nostalgic Tarot cross-stitch conversion to the whip wheel to help encourage me to actively work on it, and I'm going to leave it on there as I do this challenge. So there are 21 items on the whip wheel. So here is my whip wheel, and we are going to go ahead and spin this whip wheel. I know you guys won't be able to read it, but we're going to see what shows up on the whip wheel as our next whip. We are working on Saved by the Flamingo. So guess what? Once I finish filming this video, I have one section left on Saved by the Flamingo. So I will be finishing that one tonight. So next time you guys will get to see an update with at least one more finish because again, like I said, the whip wheel has been spinning like the same canvases over and over. I believe it's something that you can actually go through. I can look at the history of the whip wheel. Let me see. Can I? Oh, come on. Oh, it doesn't. It only does it like when it's been open. But anyways, Saved by the Flamingo is next up, and I'm going to be finishing that one. So I'm excited for that because I love my finishes, and I was really hoping to try to make as much progress as I could before I leave for the Crafters Paradise retreat in just about a week from now. I'll be leaving for the retreat. So this is a way for me to kind of like make some continued progress on these whips. Because I also, in the month of July, I would like to finish my Be Happy canvas that I'm working on for the Be Happy event. So I do need to continue working on that one. I'm halfway done with it, and it's very heavy color blocking, so it is going fast. But I do want to try to see, we'll see if I finish that one or not. I'm not super worried about it. If I don't finish it this month, that's okay, because I really want to try to get as much progress as I can on the 26 for 26. I do need to decide if I want to try to bring a canvas from here with me to the retreat. I wasn't planning on it, but at the same time, that's like, I'll be leaving on Wednesday and I won't be getting back until Monday. So that's all day Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That's 6 days that I won't be working on my 26 for 26. So I'm kind of torn on that aspect. I'm trying to think of what I want to bring with me. I know I'm bringing a couple mini canvases. I don't want to bring a ton of things. So I think I had decided I'm doing like a landscape, a little mini Amazon exclusive, Diamond Art Club Amazon exclusives landscape. It's going to be my first ever Chuck Pinson, but it's like a 30 by 40, so I'm fine with that. And I'm going to be working on that one together with a couple of the ladies at the retreat. All three of us are going to be working on that canvas. I also have a canvas that I pulled out. I think it's like Milo the cat, that I'm doing a race with C over at the Sea of Diamonds and Mackenzie over at Dragon Wing Diamonds. The three of us are going to race because we're all speedy, fast diamond painters. And we just kind of want to see, okay, if we've leveled across the playing field, all of us have it kitted. We'll all have it kitted up before we do the start, and then we'll all work on it at the same time and see how fast we truly are, especially when we compare us side by side working on it. So we're all going to work on that one. So those are two of the canvases that I'm bringing with me, and then I have to decide what else I want to bring with me. I have so many little things that I could bring, but at the same time, I'm also going to get the retreat canvas, and I already bought the enhancements for it, and I have the enhancement pack in my suitcase, which is sitting right over here. So I have a suitcase on the floor right there that you guys can probably see a little bit of, maybe not, but in that suitcase, I have already packed some of the stuff, like the diamond paintings, those couple little ones, and I just need to kind of like work on them. So that's where we stand on my 26 for 26. The true dilemma is if I'm going to bring any of these with me to the retreat. And if I do, like, I wouldn't be whip wheeling it. I would just basically be like, all right, we're going to work on this canvas. So if I did bring one, it would totally be a smaller one. So I have a feeling I'm not going to bring any of those because I don't use my big easel, which you guys see over there. I don't bring my big easel with me to these retreats when I have to fly. I bring a travel-sized easel, which is only this big, which is significantly smaller than what I like to work on. But yeah, so I'm torn on that aspect. But otherwise, we're down to 20 whips. And after tonight, I will be down to 19 whips, so I'm super stoked about that. And I'm excited to see what else I can get done. I have another week before the end of the month, so I still got plenty of time to make progress on these. And I won't be doing an actual update, because realistically, if I think of it, the 26 for 26, I'm doing it by the 15th of the month. So I have until August 15th to see how much more I can get done. So I'm really pleased with my progress so far, and I'm hopeful that we'll start seeing some faster finishes than what we had early on at the beginning of this challenge. For August, I am hosting the Fan Art Fest in August. I'm co-hosting that with C over at Sea of Diamonds. And that's something where we basically just work on anything that is fan art. And that just means that I'm going to have at least one canvas that I'm going to have to work on that is not going to be part of my 26 for 26 during the month of August. So I'm debating between, well, I know I'm going to be working on Seafoam, and it's just kind of one of those things where depending on I'm like, I don't want to like not work on my 26 for 26. So I'm still going to want to do that. So that's kind of, I'm torn on that aspect because I want to participate in some other events. I would love to participate in Sailor Summer. I'd love to participate in Claws and Paws. So I'd love to work on these other events that are going on in the month of August. But at the same time, my focus is going to be working on Seafoam for Fan Art Fest, and then also working on my 26 for 26 because I really want to finish these get these done, because this has been like 3 months of my life so far that I've been spending on this 26 for 26, and I would really like to be able to move on and work on some additional canvases that are not the 26 for 26. And that's where we stand on it. I do not see myself continuing to have 26 whips. Once I finish all 26 of these, I probably will go back to just kitting up what I can fit in my large Elizabeth Ward containers, which fit underneath my desk. I have the tower that they fit in, so I can fit 12 of them. So I'll probably kit up 12 canvases at a time, and then I will work on those 12 canvases, probably only a couple whips at a time. I'm not going to go back to the whole massive 26 whips business like I've been doing for the last 3 months. So I just really would like to be able to do that before the end of the year. So we will see how I go, because I've only 6 down. I still have 20 to go. That's a lot of canvases. But anyhow, enough rambling. That's all I had for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's update on the Chaos Extraordinaire that has become the 26 for 26 for me. We're making progress. We're plugging away. I've got those 20 whips. I've got 3 whips that are not, I have 3 whips over here that are not part of the 26 for 26, and I have my cross stitch conversion. So technically I'm at 24, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So I'm at 24 active whips right now, which is a lot, especially for a person who normally had like a cross stitch conversion and maybe a massive project and a smaller one. So I normally have at most 3 whips going. So this is a lot to have, 26 or 24 active whips still at this moment in time. And I would like to get that number down. So we will see how I do. But anyways, have a great day, everybody, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.